Hey everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. Thought I'd quickly jump on here and show you a position that I've currently just executed on USD CAD as I sit in front of this amazing view down here in Cape Town. Just actually come back down for a couple of weeks now. Been thoroughly enjoying my time here, and as I watch a couple of golfers walk onto the 18th green here, I thought I'd quickly show you this position that I've executed on USD CAD. So let's dive right into it. Now, if you have a look over here, this is actually quite an interesting position. I've actually been watching this and monitoring this position going into London now this morning, and it's pretty much the classic sort of AMD model, right? So we've basically had our accumulation happening over here. So if you have a look over here, you can see here through Asia range, we had our accumulation happening, and now price is kind of purely showing us that sort of manipulation to the upside, which is basically formed in this area here. And if you have a look over here, if I just mark that out for us quickly, you can see how price action is also forming quite a nice sort of head and shoulders pattern, if you want to call it that. And that's pretty much in a nutshell what I look for. So I'm just going to mark this out here as my manipulation zone. And pretty much what I'm looking for now is price action to kind of distribute back to the downside, right? So I'm looking for price action to do something like this. Ideally you want to kind of get in these setups early, sort of London. So for example, today is a great example, and I think coming into the end of the year is probably going to be one of the last positions I take actually. So you can see how this is pretty clean. We've got price action building up on the internal side over here, right? And you can also see how price action has formed some really nice liquidity points that we can go target on the way down over here. So ideally, I would like to see something like this. I'm currently in after the break. So if you have a look over here, this was the position where we got this sort of break below here. So I market executed on this low, and I basically have my stop just sitting above this high at around 10 or 11 pips or so. I'm pretty much looking to target something back into this sort of 2 to 1 range, and that's kind of exactly how I look for plays on a day-to-day basis. So if you have a look on here, you can see I'm going to mark out my distribution level. All right. So as we come into the end of the year, this is a great time to kind of build on, what you can potentially look into trading into the 2026 financial year. You can also look into kind of sort of mastering your sort of skills over this quieter period. That's kind of what I've mentioned to my students now. We're really looking to kind of keep in tune with everything, so when price action starts to pick up in the new year, we can get going. But this is exactly what I would look for on a day-to-day basis. So if this is something you want to be involved in and you actually want to learn how I trade on a sort of day-to-day basis, as well as how my students take the exact same setups, you can check the link in the description below, and I will give you the details to our mentorship starting again in 2026. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what I'm looking for today as I kind of get back to this awesome view in which I will be enjoying over the festive period. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your time over the festive period, and we'll catch you guys all in the new year.